Hey everybody, Ninja Rabbit here, and welcome to a special video for Christmas. If you're a fan of the Brooklyn Nets, please turn away, because I'm gonna make them suck harder than, I don't know, uh, insert some kind of sexual joke over here. But, in some cases, if you think that the Nets couldn't get any worse, I go on and say, hold my beer. Even though I don't literally drink beer. But anyway, I'm going to go on a quest of making the Nets from maybe decent and competent to one of the most laughable teams you'll ever see. So if you hadn't looked away now, be afraid. Be very afraid. So let's get into it, shall we? Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Alright, so we're going in and ignore those previous save files. Those things were more of my personal things. I'm making some changes here and there. So we're now going to basically select the nets. I'm fast forwarding this because I have 50 minutes of recording and I'm trying to crunch it down to like less than 20. So I made sure that I could do it all manually. Like, this is my own doing. And believe me, it was pretty hard, so I had to make some trades and do some stuff. I had to trade Brook Lopez and some other people. Boy, I'm gonna just scale this up because it's so small for my taste. Okay, so I had to trade several players, and we're gonna have to trade away picks just to make it even worse. And we have to get scrub players, like make them absolute joke. Anyway. This is going to be one of the most painful things while also expanding our salary cap. So I had to trade for a center who's, in my opinion, is too good. Just kidding, he's not that great. But we had to trade him and to get some more scrub players and trade it away, and hope to make some kind of trade. And we did. So now we have even more scrub players. And believe me, if it was not painful enough, there were a couple of lags here and there. And that's because my computer could barely run NBA 2K16. So don't expect it to be appearing that much. Especially I have, during this time, Firefox and Chrome was both on. Mostly because I just kind of would get distracted easily. But believe me, when I say that this team is going to be sucking. And yeah, we're gonna just skip through this and say that this is indeed the second to last video of the year, which is pretty, well, I'm gonna say that the year isn't great, nor is it bad as last year. I would say this year was more of a mixed bag. Now, I'm gonna quickly say this, that the next Team Fortress 2 video is not the last one we're gonna see of the whole incident of the egg splitter broadcaster thing. Nay, I have 2 more videos in one record session. And you see I'm making some changes on staff to make it even worse. But anyway, back to the Team Fortress 2 thing. I'm gonna say that the Team Fortress 2 video will be up next year. I'm not gonna be able to do anything with the power update, or the jungle inferno update it's now called, just yet. I mean, it's good, but I think we need, and I'm doing a trade with Celtics trying to get some of their coverage player, and they're saying no, fuck you. So I said, fuck them, I'm getting someone else. Or I just pretty much release them and just get scrub players. Yeah, this will be a trend later on. But anyway, this year was alright, not good, not bad. The whole net neutrality, and I also changed some stuff, and believe me, this team was going to be bad. In fact, I'm planning on making them pretty much preschool, and we are already starting really bad. 0-23 before we got our first win, which is a shame. We didn't get the 0-82 record. But we will, because why would I clickbait you to go, oh, why would I try to clickbait you? I mean, yes, that thumbnail does show that it's 0-82, but I would not falsify the information. I did go 0-82, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. And believe me, it will be sweet. But back to the year. This year was kind of a bit of a wake-up call. Not the best. It's not. I wouldn't say it's the great decision. But if I go back to my creator studio, and at the same time, the Nets had broken the record, going 9-73, one of the worst. But believe me, I'll break that. But I will say that the videos I made weren't the best, but they're not the worst. I'm seriously gonna say that this is one of my most wake-up call I have ever done. Like, as of late, I have been pretty much keeping up with it. I mean, sure, there were some videos I have weeks I missed, like between the Dabbing Demo Man and the Suicide Pyro was about a month. And even worse, the Flying Derping Demo Man was a full month off. My potential series got thumbs down. Who gives a crap? I've just been mostly inconsistent for the most part. Some weeks I'm recording and some I don't, which I feel ashamed. And by the way, we are re-signing some of the players, and I realized that they were too, and I should have realized that they're getting way too good for their own good, which I could have, just ship away. And so, yeah, I pretty much made a bit of a retarded move, and I made another retarded move later on, which I'll explain a bit later. But I will say this, this year was not the best, but it's not the worst. I tried to bring back NASCAR news, but it kind of quickly fell out because I was so late, and people, and 1% down by the way, and all this whole demonetization also contributed me just, not doing that much. There were also videos that I've decided to be completely unlisted. And as you can see, we as Nets, well, they're going 11-10. And that's way too many wins. So I had to make some trades, and I had to make some changes for the future on how much we could suck dick. Anyway, but I will say this: what I'm gonna try to do is do something like I did like 2014, 2015. Are those 2 years that I did, and do a full week-long span. I think that was like 2015 when I did it. It's been a while. And I think it's time for me to, return the favor and get back to the Gallup. I mean, seriously, it's been, I mean, there were some that were monetized, but never really doing anything. But I will say that some of the videos are cringy now, in my opinion. But I will say, this is going to be a long while before I'm back in the groove. But, yeah. There are some I did well, but I still have a long ways to go. I did break the promise in 2015 to go all week long, but it was just enough to maybe get by it. Anyway, there will be a few more changes that will be happening over the years. Like, for one, I still have the tier G Wheel of Fortune up, and I have them monetized, but they will no longer be monetized. I've said that all videos that I have made but are not created by me, those will not be monetized. In fact, anyone that are not mine, it's not listed in. Any videos that I made that's not made by me, those will not monetize. I have lost interest of monetizing those. I would be considered stealing. And by the way, I had so many people. Well, and here's the this is not the 0-8-2 record, but we're getting close to it. Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to get better, and I will try to do once a week. But I'm going to plan on a schedule. That's up for debate. Now, the reason why I decided to pick the Nets and make them try to go 0-8-2, well, I just felt like it was just more of on the spot of thinking, and it was just more of a shits and giggle. Around this time, they were 6-41 in the game, which is 2018-19. I was thinking of probably ending after the 2019 season, which, funny enough, it was. But I will say that this year, 2017, hasn't the best, but I'm going to try to get better at 2018. Again, back to the Nets. I sorry for sidetracking, but for the Nets, I mean, they still have a decent future. Sure, I'm gonna admit, they do have a bright enough future. And by the way, they almost have as bad of a record. And this is where I decided to check what's going on, and I realized, oh, I could just make the team even more worse by signing free agents. Duh! Or even release some of them. Also, they went 11-71, not the same as their 10-72 record. Oh, and Thunder won because they still have Kevin Durant. At least it didn't become a snake. And several other stages I get interrupted by a couple other stuff, like my brother and such. But believe me, this is actually pretty much interesting. Now, as the audio I'm recording, it is 8:23 p.m. on December 15th. So, based on what I'm saying is that the video you're seeing is recorded a couple of days prior for Christmas. Now, I want to say this. I want to mention that if you have any kind of problems with the Nets, if you have any problems with me making fun of the Nets, I don't really care. It was just more shit and giggles. Because I didn't really think this through. Me personally, I don't have any problems with the Nets. I'm not that big into the NBA, but I do follow it from time to time. But I'm going to say this right now. I'm more of a NASCAR fan, and I will do something involving NASCAR. Just, it's not going to be announcing anytime soon. For the schedule next year, it will be announced next week, because that's the update video. I'm gonna try to make update videos a bit more, well, consistent and more spread out. I'm gonna probably do it like every quarter or two, and then after that, and just make what I look back on. Anyway, we're about arrived to the 0-82 record. So everyone, get your be prepared to hold my drink as I go 0-82. And if you're just sloshing, that was my Diet Coke. Oh, and if you hear something from upstairs, that's my neighbor's kids. They running me up the wall, and hopefully we can move off soon. All right, and here we are, the 0-82 record. And watch what happens to the Pelicans. And there we go. That's what happened. Even worse than the Bulls in the 1999 season. Even worse than that. How the f do you do that? Oh my god. When I saw it, I was just like, it's beautiful. And believe me, we look like freaking high school students. And considering most of our players are 23 and under, that's what we are. High school to college students. Scrubs. Absolute scrubs. So, yeah. This was just one of the most funnest thing I ever done. I told some of my friends, and believe me, they loved the idea. I mean, yeah, it's kind of mean-spirited to the Nets, but it's the Nets. Who gives a fuck? I mean, they were in New Jersey, before they were in New York, they were in New York Nets, then New Jersey Nets, and then the Brooklyn Nets. Stay consistent for one moment, please. Anyway, again, nothing wrong with the Nets. They had some reason to go all in, even though it felt hard, but they at least had some kind of mentality. Kings, not so much. Now, if this does become a series, I'm probably gonna have to start. Does become a series? I'm gonna probably have to start, cutting down on like my internet when I'm recording, so I can do this much more properly. There are a couple of lags here and there, just apologies. But I will say that this was just one of my most entertaining videos I ever made. Team Fortress 2, I'm kind of notorious of kind of try-harding and getting really angry at it. And a couple other stuff I'm just not good at. But I am happy to report that this game actually has some dignity, unlike 2K18. Now, 2K18 I heard is pay to win, and I just pretty much am agreeing that, yeah, I'm probably not going to pay for it. When people look back at this game nowadays, it's actually enjoyable. Not great, but not bad. By the way, look at the record, 0-72. 0-73. We are getting up there's ranking. So everybody, get your body ready and make sure the chair is glued to the ground. Just wait for it. 0-80, 0-81, and we're at the heat. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. 0-82. That's game, everybody. Kevin Durant's MVP, and we went 0-82. Oh my god! And look at that. We have basically all the rookies because that's where we're nothing about just bunch of fucking rookies. Oh my god. This is just one of the most entertaining things I've ever done. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And just bask in how much stat we put up. We didn't even put double-digit points. That shows how sucky we could be. So enjoy the rest of the remaining of the video. I'm gonna probably go and just do some stuff and get ready for the holidays. The Team vs. 2 videos will be released on January 7th and the 14th. After that, I have a special for the 21st and 28th. Believe me, you do not want to miss those 2 videos. February onward, it's up in the air. We'll see you guys later. Also, I just love how bad we've become. And can I bring up something again? Booyah. I did not falsify you. Screw you guys. I'm going home, except I'm already at home. Well, that was redundant.